Lady Cougars suffered valiant defeats against Flagler and Armstrong over the weekend. Now with a chip on their shoulders, they face their twin program, Georgia College. Can CSU channel their energy to a strong showing, or will the Bobcats continue to play the pest? We're about to find out right here on Cougar Sports TV. At the Frank G. Lumpkin Center in Columbus, Georgia, it's the Columbus State Lady Cougars and the Georgia Bobcats. Welcome to our broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Will DeBoer, and we are just about ready for another exciting edition of CSU Volleyball. The Lady Cougars are coming off of their toughest weekend of the year, losing a bad luck sweep against Flagler and a 5-set heartbreaker against Armstrong. Despite the losses, Casey Cornett's team is playing at its highest level of the season. Their 21 errors on Saturday were their fewest ever in a 5-set match, as they became just the fourth team to take Armstrong to the brink. Columbus is hungry for more, and they're ready to devour whoever stands in their way. Tonight, that's Georgia College. Let's meet them, shall we? Mark Madden's on the PA.
The Bobcats of Georgia College and your Columbus State Lady Cougars. First, let's meet the starting lineup for Georgia College. A freshman, number 2, Maggie Roper. A freshman, number 4, Molly Michael. A junior, number 10, Ella Anastasiadis. A sophomore, number 14, Lindsay Holmes. A freshman, number 17, Katie Ray. A freshman, number 18, Bailey Freeman. A sophomore, number 19, Ashley Sprinsky. The Bobcats are led by head coach Gretchen Krupnik. And now for the starting lineup, your Lady Cougars. A senior from Corolla, Texas, number 3, Katie Poole. A sophomore from Belgrade, Serbia, number 5, Ivana Kosic. A sophomore from Sylvania, Ohio, number 7, Megan Bray. A sophomore from Lithuania, number 11, Erica Gosnite. A sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama, number 17, Kylie Bowman. A sophomore from West Chicago, Illinois, number 24, Andrea Skipor. A sophomore from Columbus, Georgia, number 19, Caitlin Barrett. The Lady Cougars are led by head coach Casey Cornett. Fans, at this time, will you please rise and honor America for the playing of our national anthem.
The beauty of a recording is that it never forgets the lyrics. Looking at you, stained frontman. And the teams are all set. They meet in the middle of the net and go to their respective corners. We are ready for this rivalry matchup between two second-year programs. Some quick keys to the game for each side. For Columbus State, get mad. Come fierce out of this gate. They were in the Flagler match. They were in the Armstrong match. Neither of those went their way, but they are playing at a high level now, and it's just a matter of getting out to a hot start and not giving away any free points. They've finally gotten the errors under control, and they need to channel that productivity and relatively error-free play to put Georgia College down early. As for the Bobcats, they need to brace themselves. A train's a-coming. They just need to try and hold on, and they need to be everywhere, dig everything out. If they could have brought shovels, they would have. The teams are ready now. Columbus State in the white jerseys moving left to right as you see it. Georgia College also in the white jerseys. Oy vey, moving right to left as you see it. A key feature of Georgia College's uniforms, they've got bigger, more well-defined numbers on the front of their jerseys. Also, the libero for Georgia College, Ella Anastasiadis, is wearing the pink short-sleeve jersey, while Columbus State's libero, Caitlin Merritt, is wearing the long-sleeve red jersey. So that's how you can tell those two teams apart, as they have apparently thrown out all post-Labor Day rules and both worn white. Ivana Kazic, the top setter for Columbus State, back to serve. And she gets it over, and we are underway from Lumpkin Center. Molly Michael with the first set. The tip goes to Maggie Roper, who sends it out of bounds. First point of the game goes to the Lady Cougars on the attack attempt that went wide. That's been a cornerstone of Georgia College, especially in this month of October. They are 1-9 in the month compared to Columbus State's 7-3, as all they can manage is an over on that ball. Kazic, the quick setup to Megan Frame, and she picks up a kill. Columbus State electing for the quick strike on their first attack. Blink and you miss the transfer from Kazic to Frame, and it's 2-0 Columbus. Dig by Anastasiadis. That'll be fun to say. Maggie Roper swings and is dug out. Behind the back pass to Andrea Skipor, and Skip sends it long. Skipor getting another start, the sophomore out of West Chicago, Illinois, fully healthy and fully loaded. She had 20 kills over the weekend against Flagler and Armstrong. Led the team with 9 on Friday evening. Katie Poole with a medium swing. Now there's the attack by Georgia College, and they pick up their first point of the match. It's Caroline Long, sophomore out of Roswell, Georgia, who picks up her first kill. And now Michael to serve, and she sends it out of bounds. 3-2 back for Columbus, and Katie Poole on the serve. Georgia College stands at just 7-16. Their 7 wins are already more than they had last year in their inaugural season, but 9 straight losses, including 5 sweeps in a row. As the quick attack by Bailey Freeman, Roper sends it over again, dug out by Frame. Going back to Skipor with it, and Skips picks up the kill that time. She ran it into the wall, and the wall sent it wide. 4-2 for the team in white against the other team in white. You figured they would have called about that sort of thing. Michael setting up Long from the middle. Kazic passes back to Erica Geljanite. Nice dig by Anastasiadis, the libero. Roper on the attack. Block is there. Georgia College will continue it and send it over. Tipped by Kazic, and she picks up the kill. Well, that's the part of the game Ivana Kazic has really improved this month. She's become an elite setter in this Peach Belt Conference. One of the reasons why is her great play acting skills on those fake sets. Michael punches it over. And it's Geljanite again. Finds the open space. No one was in that back left corner, and Geljanite has her first kill. 6-2, Columbus State in the lead early. Michael. And the attack goes wide. That was Bailey Freeman again. And it'll force an early Bobcat timeout. Called by Gretchen Crum-Dick, the second-year head coach of a second-year program at Georgia College. She and Casey Cornett go way back. They were teammates with each other at tiny Wheeling Jesuit University in West Virginia. Crum-Dick was 2 years older than Cornett. They were on the same team. Came into their positions at the same time. And so add the fact that the coaches are from the same university. The programs are exactly the same age, and the distance relatively short between Columbus and Milledgeville, and you get this de facto rivalry between the Cougars and the Bobcats. Columbus State holds the early edge. They won both of last year's meetings, 3-1 at Georgia College and 3-2 right here in Columbus. Earlier this season, though, the Bobcats picked up their first win in the series. Columbus State won the first set in that one, 33-31, a marathon of a set, but they lost the next three. Must have spent all their energy. So the Lady Cougars looking for revenge, and they'll have to wait at least one more point for the next helping of revenge as Poole sends it long. Substitution in on the front line now is Miller Howard. Howard in for Katie Ray, who was on the back line. Now here's the serve by Maggie Roper. Difficult dig by Geljanite, and they manage an over. Nice athleticism by the Lady Cougars. Howard with the swing. She goes coast to coast with it and finds land. Miller Howard, 5'11" sophomore out of Suwanee, Georgia. North Gwinnett High School she hails from. A couple points in a row for the Bobcats. Can they make it three? No, Geljanite stops that rally with a kill of her own, and now it's 8-4. Kylie Bobian back into the match for the Lady Cougars. She's on the front line with Geljanite and Frame. Frame is serving. Skipor is also on the front line. Howard swings forward, it's blocked. Now here's Freeman, and Freeman sends it long. Rough start for Bailey Freeman, the Hillsborough, North Carolina native. Has 2 errors in 3 swings. And the tip that time coming from Caroline Long. Kozic is back to Geljanite. Dug out. There's the joust by the Lady Cougars, and they get it down. Pair of sophomores, Bobian and Skipor. Bobian has turned this month into her own. Skipor has turned the week into her own. Those two getting hot at the right time for a Columbus State team on the rise. Miller Howard again with a difficult kill. Howard, 2 kills. They both come coast to coast. And it is 10-5 for CSU. The serve by Ella Anastasiadis. Kylie Bobian on the swing. Dig. Michaels setting up Savransky. Now here's Skipor. Andrea Skipor with the kill. That's number 2 for Skips. Will take a seat as her turn of the serve comes up, and in comes Megan Charnett. One of the 2 seniors on Columbus State's roster, along with Katie Poole. They will be honored in a week and a half. Friday night, November, whatever night that is, for Senior Day. And there's a kill by Ashley Savransky, sophomore out of Roswell, Georgia. Georgia College gets the serve back, and the serve will belong to the shortest player on either squad, Lindsay Holmes, standing at 5'3". All grit. Also grit is Bobian. Holmes digs it out. Back row swing by Roper. Charnett gets the defense. Kozic on the fake set. There's the over by Anastasiadis. Set up by Merritt. She had to get around Bobian. Geljanite swinging forward, and she hits the back line. Point to CSU. (12-6). And now Erica's back for the serve. Geljanite sat out most of the Flagler game on Friday night. Bit of a rest, and she picks up an ace. That rest must have done her well. She was hot against Armstrong, and she starts out hot against Georgia College. Now her 43rd ace of the season. Adding to her league best total and increasing her league best average. She averages just over half a serve per set. Now here's Katie Poole on the attack. Michael, cross-court pass, and it's intercepted by Caroline Long. Long playing the cornerback role that time, got in the way of a set that looked like it was meant towards Miller Howard. Instead, the miscommunication will cost Georgia College the potential point and give an 8-point cushion to the Lady Cougars. Anastasiadis with a dig. That pass gets to Howard on time. Merritt with a nice dig. Now here's KP from the left side. Katie Poole threading the needle. And ironic that Holmes, the shortest player on either side, couldn't get to the floor fast enough. 15-6 for the Lady Cougars. Holmes with a difficult dig. There's a swing by Miller Howard. Easier dig for Merritt that time. Slide play to Kylie Bobian. Return shot hits Charnett in the face. Poole takes it. And Howard sends the over. Charnett more in control of that dig. Dump off by Kozic, and she gets the kill. Ivana Kozic, kill number 2. And it's a double-digit lead for the Lady Cougars. 16-6. They put a rally together with Geljanite on the serve. There's the joust by Bobian, and she swats Michael back into oblivion. 17-6, and another timeout by Coach Crumdick. Columbus State playing with that fire. We saw it against Flagler, we saw it against Armstrong. We are seeing it concentrated in this first set against the Bobcats. And again, Gretchen Crumdick and Casey Cornett came into their respective jobs at the same time. Coach Cornett has put together a very impressive run for a 2-year program at CSU. Started out last year, went 20-11 in the program's first season. They finished in the top half of the Peach Belt Conference, 12-6 in league play, even got to host the first round of the tournament, which they lost to Montevallo. This year, a bit of a sophomore slump for the entire team. They were 3-9 through the end of September, finishing that horrid month with a loss against Georgia College to drop them to 3-9. Since then, they are 7-3 and have made their way through the top half of the Peach Belt with surprising conviction. Friday night, they were at 500 for the first time since they were 1-1. Now they stand at 10-12, but with 6 winnable games coming up to end the season. Back row attack, Geljanite digs out. Here's the pass to Katie Poole. KP going coast to coast, sent back over. They're going back to Poole, another one, and why not? Katie Poole gets a second chance on that rally, and she scores it. 18-6. Not just doubled, but tripled up their opposition. And Geljanite picks up another ace. Number 2 on this rally, number 44 on the season, 19-6 for CSU. Make it a third ace for Erica Geljanite. She's been hot and cold all season, entering one of her strong stretches at this end of October. And Coach Crumdick will send a sub in on the back line. Coming in for Bailey Freeman is Ashton Bigler. Bigler, the defensive specialist out of Fairborn, Georgia. And Geljanite gets it down again, a third straight ace and a 4th overall. The entire Bobcat back line thought that one went beyond the end line. Side judge saying otherwise, and it's 21-6. There's the dig by Roper. The set is to Savransky, and she sends it long. We haven't seen a set this dominant since the Lady Cougars beat Lander 25-9 in the first set a couple weekends ago. Here's the back row swing by Roper. Slide play again to Bobian. Pushes it. Dug out towards the sideline. And the block is there. Kozic and Bobian teaming up to stuff Howard. 23-6. What a run. It was 9-6 last we checked. There's the over. Bobian with a joust on the net, and she gets the roll. And now set point for the Lady Cougars. Can Geljanite add one for the thumb on her serve record? No, it's dug out, and Georgia College will get it over. Merritt digs. Kozic setting up Katie Poole. And there it is. Katie Poole, her third kill of the first set. And what can you say aside from wallop? A walloping by the Lady Cougars in that first set, 25-6. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes for analysis and a preview of the second set. You're watching CSU Volleyball right here on Cougar Sports TV. Getting ready for the second set from Lumpkin Center. Columbus State taking the first by the score of 25-6 after a 14-point rally to end the first set, their longest of the season. Well, we said at the beginning of the match, a train was coming for Georgia College. They got done run over. 14 in a row, many of those coming from Erica Geljanite. 3 kills and 4 aces in that first set for the pride of Šiauliai, Lithuania. My goodness. Other top performers for the Lady Cougars who had 13 kills and just 1 error. Katie Poole with 3 kills. Kylie Bobie and Andrea Skipor with 2 each. And even Ivana Kozic got in on the killing action with 2. Megan Frame accounts for the 1 to make it 13. And the only error goes against Andrea Skipor. First serve goes to Molly Michael of the Bobcats, and we are underway with the second set. Will it be more of the same? That's what it starts with. Katie Poole with her 4th kill. 1-0 CSU, their 15th point in a row. And in comes Skips to man the front line as Ivana Kozic comes back to serve. Again, the Lady Cougars won that first set 25-6. Here's a mid-row attack. Skipor is there with the tip, and Georgia College gets it back over. The setup is to Skipor again. Fists flying everywhere, deflecting the ball. They can't get a good read on it. And a kill for Andrea Skipor. She's got 16 in a row for CSU. What a rally. Michael behind the back. It's to Savransky. Nice dig by Merritt. The dump by Kozic.
CSU kill.
Kozic to floor. No one got in the way of that one. Third time today for Ivana Kozic, turning into the Daniel Day-Lewis of this Peach Belt Conference. 3-0 CSU, 17 in a row. Michael close to the net. This time it's going to Roper. A nice diving dig by Geljanite, and that's where the rally will end. 4 contacts for CSU. Skipor couldn't get it over the net. And Georgia College on the board again after 17 straight points for the Lady Cougars. Now it's Maggie Roper to serve. CSU looking to start a new streak. Quick set is to Freeman. Dug out by Geljanite. Straight up for Andrea Skipor. The block is there. Oh, my. That one bounced like a pinball off of Bailey Freeman's arms. Freeman and Miller Howard will get credit for the block, and it's 3-2. Georgia College within 1. Merritt. Kozic. Katie Poole. Tipped in the air. Dug out by Long. Michael pushes it over, and she picks up a kill. A nice push by Molly Michael, the top setter for Georgia College. Too much for Merritt to handle on the back line, and we're tied 3 apiece. And Roper, the freshman, sends it back over. Bad setup by Kozic. It went out of reach of Katie Poole. And after 17 in a row for CSU, 4 in a row for GCSU. That's Georgia College and State University. Bobcats hold a 1-point lead. Kozic going back to Poole 4, at that time a lot more in sync. Set up by Anastasiadis. Caroline Long. Continuation for the Bobcats. Howard punches over. Merritt setting up this time, going for Skipor, and Skipor rolled off her fingertips. 5 in a row for Georgia College. They lead CSU 5-3. Talk about a match of rallies. And Roper ends the rally herself with a serve into the net. Now, other than that, what you last saw, Maggie Roper's been having the best season for Georgia College. 5'9" freshman out of Beaufort, Georgia. Leads the team in kills, has 20 aces, over 30 blocks, nearly 200 digs, and 6 double-doubles. She'll be a force to be reckoned with as we continue in her Peach Belt career. Geljanite, sidearmed attack. Here's Miller Howard off of the second hit. Going back to Skipor, hits it long. The Lady Cougars have 5 errors on the night. 5 errors on the night, all of them against Skipor. Here's Ella Anastasiadis. That's Geljanite from the middle. Nice dig by Anastasiadis, the libero. Miller Howard attacks. Nice swing by Miller Howard. Standing on her 2 feet, arcing it over the net. Over all the CSU defense and just out of Merritt's reach, who was lunging to her right. 7-4, Georgia College in the lead. Here's Megan Frame. It rolls on the net and rolls out of bounds. So Georgia College has put together a nice little run. They lead 8-4. They've taken 8 of the last 9 points, looking to draw themselves even with Columbus State and the overall scoreboard. They already have more points than they did in the entire first set. Nice dig by Roper off of the frame strike. Block is there, continuation. Howard tries to go over the net, and 4 contacts against Georgia College. Howard sent it straight down. Problem was she didn't get it over the net. Now it's 8-5, and Megan Frame to serve. Michael into the middle to Caroline Long. Now to Geljanite on the left side. The tip, the dig by Michael. Set up by Anastasiadis. Miller Howard on a slide play to her right. Going back to Skipor, and Andrea picks up the kill that time. Oh, she thread the needle between Roper and Michael, both of which tried to go for it and both flinched at the same time, afraid they were going to knock heads. Howard going coast to coast, and she picks it up again. Miller Howard, 4 kills tonight, and she has a permanent seat on that Transcontinental Railroad, going coast to coast for 3 of them. 9-6 for the Bobcats. And on to serve is Lindsay Holmes. Floater over the net that's easily taken by Merritt. Geljanite pushes for the corner and missed. Now it's 10-6. Columbus State 6 errors already in this set. And Howard is there as the overpass gets out of reach of CSU. Casey Cornett will call a timeout. And this is a tale of 2 sets. The best of times, the worst of times for Columbus State. 13 kills and 1 error for a swinging percentage of .462 in the first set. In this second set, just 4 kills against 6 errors. More than half of Georgia College's points in the second set coming as gifts from Columbus State. And I know Christmas is threatening to overtake Halloween as a holiday this time of year, but Columbus State cannot get into that gift-giving mentality. Some facts about Georgia College, the school from Milledgeville, who is here today. Officially, Georgia College and State University. They are the public liberal arts college in the state of Georgia. One of a handful of liberal arts schools in this Peach Belt Conference. I can think of Montevallo and Francis Marion and Flagler. One of 4. Founded in 1889 as a women's college. They went co-ed back in 1967, and a founding member of the University System of Georgia, of which Columbus State is a part of now. That institution founded in 1932. Kylie Bobian from the middle. Kozic digs it off her head. CSU with the awareness to send it back over. Michael with a fake set. Merritt to Skipor, sends it way long. Columbus State just doesn't have their heads in the game in this second set. And Andrea Skipor will take a seat after 6 errors. Mary McCarty getting her first action. Coach Cornett's used McCarty and Skipor interchangeably in this month of October, going with whoever's hot. And a very nice defense by the Bobcats. They had no right getting that one back over. Can they pick up a point from it? Merritt with a tough lunge for it, but she can't get to it. Georgia College picks up the point. Miller Howard with another kill. And now it's 13-6, a touchdowns lead for the visitors. Kozic with the dump off, no one there for it. And why not? Ivana Kozic now with 4 kills to go along with her 11 assists and 3 digs. McCarty comes out in favor of Charnett. Megan had 15 digs against Georgia College last time. The kill there by Ashley Savransky. Her serve time is limited to just the 1. 14-7 now for the Bobcats. Katie Ray coming back into serve. Ray standing just 1 inch taller than Lindsay Holmes, 5'4", freshman out of Cumming, Georgia. This one goes to Geljanite. Block is there, Merritt's there to dig. Going back to Erica Geljanite. Anastasia skies that one, nearly goes into the upper deck. And Erica Geljanite gets the serve back for CSU. 4th kill for Erica. And her first of this set. And she'll be back on to serve. She was serving in the first set when CSU went on their 14-0 run. Dug out by Holmes. This is Roper from the middle. Charnett digs. And now it's Katie Poole. Block is there. Picket fence up from Michael and Savransky. The freshman and sophomore duo getting in the way of that one, and Georgia College still up 7, gets the serve back. It'll be Savransky to volley it over. Kozic quick set up to Bobian. Continuation. Charnett dives for it, and CSU just manages the over. Here's the pass to Roper. Roper sends it well long. Georgia College flipping the script up until that point. 6 kills and 2 errors for the Bobcats in this second set. 6 and 8 for CSU. Roper from the left side. Katie Poole. KP with the kill. That one just died off of the outstretched palms of Lindsey Holmes. She took the full brunt of that attack, leaving no momentum for the ball for her teammates to get to it as Bobian gives away the serve. 16-10 for the Bobcats. Substitutions all around. Caroline Long back into the game. And Molly Michael back to serve. Michael, the freshman out of McIntosh High School. State champs her senior year. Runners-up her junior year. Katie Ray goes down for the set, and Roper with the attack. Megan Frame picks up a kill. Frame's been relatively quiet in this match, just her second kill. But it could be a momentum swing for the Lady Cougars, who've gotten 3 of the last 4 points and are back within 5. Kozic rockets one over. Anastasiadis with a tough dig. Back row attack by the Bobcats. Now here's Katie Poole going for it again. Dig by Michael. Anastasiadis manages the over. And Frame picks up another kill. Freeman and Roper set up the picket fence, but Frame found the knot hole. Lady Cougars back within 4. Sets to Freeman. And Merritt can't do anything with it. Just reached her fist out. Bounced it into the air right in front of her. You can't double hit in this sport. They will call you explicitly for that. And Georgia College has the ball and the 5-point lead. Make it a 4-point lead again as Roper gives away the serve. Second service error for Maggie Roper in this set. Columbus State looking to take the gift and make an return investment. It goes to Caroline Long, who hits it wide. Couldn't get it on the inside of that antenna. And now the Lady Cougars back within 3. Can they get back to 17 points on Poole's service? No, they cannot. (18-14). Back to Anastasiadis to serve. She has 14 aces on the year. Had a big match against CSU a month ago. 31 digs. Kozic, quick set to Frame, who's coming alive in this second set. Megan Frame, 3 kills in quick succession. And Columbus has the serve again. And it will be Megan Frame, the Sylvania, Ohio-born sophomore, to send it over. Here's Miller Howard again. Frame with the dig. Kozic close to the net. She couldn't stay out of it. Or rather, with her awareness of that net, couldn't concentrate on the ball well enough to do a proper set. Was called for double contacts. 19-15. CSU on the comeback, but running out of time. Geljanite, a powerful strike. Nice dig by Lindsey Holmes, who kept it up in the air that time. Erica with another shot at it. Goes for the finesse, and this time gets it. Geljanite tried to be the wall breaker, the first time, and the second time just touches it through. 19-16. Charnet's serve. This one goes to Howard with the tip. Going back to Geljanite. What will she do this time? A powerful attack. Deflects off the wall and falls harmlessly to the floor. 19-17. Columbus State back within 2 for the first time since it was, I believe, 5-3. As our first sweat break of the match, Ashley Savransky cleans up the court. And we are ready. Laser of a shot knocks Holmes over again. She's done that a lot in this set. Double contacts called against Molly Michael. Well, Kosic had trouble with that, and now Michael has trouble with it. Lady Cougars are back within 1. Looking to put the nonsense of the previous points behind them. Michael. Back row swing by Roper. Here's Geljanite. Dig by Howard. Joust, and Bobian gets it down. Kylie Bobian fighting at the line with Miller Howard for that one. And it brings the Lady Cougars even, 19 all. Gretchen Krumdick calling a timeout. Columbus State has come roaring back in this second set. One point it was 16-9. Now it's 19 all. And the Lady Cougars, after this match, concluding a 3-game homestand, will hit the road for the next week and a half, starting this weekend with a tour of the Palmetto State. They've got Lander on Friday and USC Aiken on Saturday. Then it's a trip to Montevallo in the middle of next week, followed by senior night on Friday against UNC Pembroke. The team will honor Megan Charnet and Katie Poole, the first senior class of this new era of Columbus State volleyball. That's followed by a Saturday home finale, displaced from the Lumpkin Center, against Francis Marion. That one will be in the Rec Center. Charnet with the serve out of bounds. Immediate rally buster for the Bobcats out of the timeout. They retake the lead at 20-19. This is the serve by Katie Ray. Kosic behind the back over the net. Nifty move from her that time. This time she'll try a dump. Roper on the swing. Kosic gets it back again. Geljanite. Geljanite, another kill. And she'll pick up the point on that one, but how about Ivana Kosic? Tried to do the behind the back set over the net. Had to chase it down again when Georgia College was ready for it. Tried another dump off, and then a successful assist. And she's just a sophomore. Overpass, Bobian aiming for the line, and she gets it. Ashley Savransky tried to roll for it, couldn't get good contact on it, and CSU is back up. Another quick timeout for Gretchen Krumdick. 21-20 for the Lady Cougars. And Columbus was in control of that first set easily, winning 25-6. Georgia College looked to be on the way to a similar result in this set. At one point, they held a 15-8 lead. Since then, Columbus on a rally of, oh goodness, I have to do math in my head, 13-6, a 13-6 run for the Lady Cougars. Make it 13-5, 13-5 run for the Lady Cougars in the latter part of this second set. They lead Georgia College by 1, looking to take this second game and potentially set up their first sweep since they took care of business against Pfeiffer all the way back on September the 13th. That was in the Cougar Invitational, of which Georgia College also participated. The Lady Cougars and Bobcats each went 1-2 during that two-day stretch from the Lumpkin Center. Beaubien on the joust again. Sign her up for the Medieval Fair. Kylie Beaubien's going jousting. 2 in a row for the sophomore out of Birmingham, Alabama, and it's a 2-point lead for the Lady Cougars. Geljanite still on the serve. 3 points to go for CSU. Nearly the overpass by Anastasiadis. Set up by Merritt this time. It'll go to Geljanite on the backside, and there with the immediate block is Ashley Sevransky. She'll pick up the solo. She is now over 40 blocks on the season, and she will get to serve. Georgia College looking to tie. The setup is to Katie Poole. Nice punch by Katie Ray to keep it in bounds. Roper on the attack. Dug out. Kazic. Cross-court pass to Katie Poole. She hits the antenna, and we're tied again. 22-22. Remember, a team must win by 2 points. Merritt. Kazic going back to Poole. Keeps it in bounds that time, and she picks up the kill. Roper put a mad backspin on that dig. It sails out of bounds, and CSU is back in the lead. Beaubien serving. She had an error during her last turn at the serve. Gets it over cleanly that time. Poole punches over. This is Roper. And Roper picks up the kill. Maggie Roper, how about this? Her first kill of the match. And it comes at a crucial time, 23-23. First team with 2 in a row wins. Geljanite. Kazic going to Katie Poole. KP with the kill. Set point for the Lady Cougars. KP has really turned it on this past week and a half, regaining the form that saw her become a preseason All-Peach Belt first-teamer. And now Ivana Kazic will serve for the set. CSU takes it. Ace for Kazic. 25-23, the team's going to halftime. Columbus State takes a 2-set lead, 1 away from their first sweep in a month and a half. We'll be back in about 7 minutes for set 3, so keep it right here on Cougar Sports TV. You're watching Columbus State Volleyball. To the sounds of Pitbull and Kesha's Timber, Columbus State comes out looking to chop down Georgia College in the third set. Thanks again for joining us, everybody, on Cougar Sports TV. Will DeBoer along for the ride, and what a ride it has been for Columbus State. A game of runs for sure. 14-0 to close out the first set, which CSU won 25-6. They got the first three of the second set to make it 17 in a row. Then Georgia College went on their run, eventually taking a 15-8 lead. Columbus State, though, closed the set on a 17-8 clip of their own, winning 25-23. So now they're up 2 games against their twin second-year program. 1 set away from their first sweep since Pfeiffer in the Cougar Invitational a month and a half ago. Ivana Kazic on to serve for the Lady Cougars. Her ace ended the second set in victory for CSU, and her serve gets the third set underway. This is Maggie Roper. Roper finds the stripe. Point goes to Georgia College. And for Maggie Roper, just her second kill. She has been held in check today by this CSU defense. 2 kills, 2 errors, 2 service errors. Not the best match for the freshman star. Michael with the serve, controlled by CSU. The set goes to Katie Poole. And double contact on the return. CSU picks up the point, and Katie Poole picks up her 8th kill. KP on to serve. She was the savior for the Lady Cougars in that second set. Not so much on that serve as she gives it away, but KP had, what was it, 4 kills. 4 kills in that second set. Now 8 for the game. That's the team lead. And the teams trade service errors as Maggie Roper's struggles continue. Her 3rd service error gives it back to Columbus. This is Megan Frame now. Michael, the set's to Miller Howard. And Miller Howard picks up a kill. Her 8th of the match. She has been the star for Georgia College. 8 kills for Howard. And just 7 for the rest of the team. Ella Anastasiadis with the serve. Kylie Beaubien, the quick strike. Quick as lightning, a flick of the wrist, and it goes into the floor. That's the name of the game, and that's the name of the 3rd CSU point of the set. 3-all, and now Megan Charnett is on to serve. Michael, the set is to Caroline Long. The block is there, continuation for Georgia College. Miller Howard, another swing. Kazic, the underhand set goes to Galjanite. Roper, Michael, back to Roper on the back line. Charnett. Kazic, slide play to Beaubien, slides a little too far. The team's trading points in this early part of the 3rd set. It's 4-3, Georgia College. Neither side getting a good run together. The serve by Lindsey Holmes. Back row attack by Charnett that time. Michael setting up Miller Howard. Merritt with a tough dig. Back row swing Poole. This is Savransky with the tip. Dump by Kazic. They're ready for it. Push to the corner by Michael, and she gets it down. Merritt diving for it. Couldn't get there in time. 2 points in a row for Georgia College and a 2-point lead. Now this is Lindsey Holmes serving. Merritt, Kazic, Beaubien. Jumped a little early, no matter. Now Kylie Beaubien has done that every once in a while. She has over-anticipated on those sets from Ivana Kazic and came down quicker than the ball did. She was heading that way that time, but was able to get control in time to score. And they'll go back to her on the slide play. Michael setting up Roper from the back row. Maggie Roper, a back row strike that goes wire to wire. No one got in the way of that one. Bit of a defensive breakdown for the Lady Cougars on that point. Now it's 6-4 for the Bobcats. This is Katie Ray. Kozic. KP aims for the corner, gets it down. And Ray couldn't quite get to that one. Katie Ray, another freshman out of Cumming, Georgia. Blessed Trinity High School, went to the Final Four 4 times. All 4 of her years, won state championships twice. Now it's Kylie Beaubien on the serve. Ray with the dig. Roper tips. Charnett. Kozic, slide play to Megan Frame, and she couldn't get the hand up quick enough. 7-5 for the green and white. And now Ashley Savransky serves over. It goes to Katie Poole. KP! Texas Thunder, if there ever was one. Katie Poole picks up another kill. Columbus State's back within 1. And now Ivana Kozic already serving again. The teams have gone through complete rotations. 7-6. Serving for the tie. Dug out by Ray. Roper sends it over. This one goes to Mary McCarty on the right side. KP skied the dig. Georgia College controls. Maggie Roper swinging for it. Nice dig by Gail Janite. Katie Poole charging from the back row, and the block is there. Either the block was there or she didn't get that one quite over the net. In either case, the point counts the same for the Bobcats, 8-6. And now Molly Michael, the Bobcat quarterback, on the serve. Megan Frame! Holy cow! A rocket shot off of Frame's arm. Her entire body arched as she swung for that one. 5th kill for Frame. And another one goes for Molly Michael. 3rd or 4th time today she's managed to push. Michael and Kozic, the setters for the two teams, trading their kill opportunities. As Roper gets over cleanly. Overpass by Geljanite. CSU keeps alive. Erica swings that time. And a net violation against, it appears, Michael for Georgia College. Point goes back to Columbus State. And the officials give some clarifications to both Cornett and Krumdick. Rather more confusion. That point actually went to Georgia College. So no, 10-7. 10-7 is your total. Dump off by Kozic. Another dig by Michael. They were ready for it. They've been ready for it for a while. Nice over. Mary McCarty dives for it. Overpass. Kill by Caroline Long. She's nicknamed Clong, and that one went Clong. A convenience store specialty, 7-11. 4-point lead for Georgia College. Prompts the timeout by Casey Cornett. Coach Cornett shared a look with one of our reporters here after that second set, just saying, oh, this is the way the season has gone all year. Columbus has been up, Columbus has been down. Playing an opponent where it didn't hurt them terribly to be down in that second set. They ended up winning 25-23. 16 kills in the second set against 11 errors. They very nearly gave it away. This third set, more of the same. They find themselves down 4 points, 6 kills against 4 errors. Meanwhile, Georgia College has been doing good things on their end. They have 6 kills against no errors. So they have accepted the Columbus State gifts as they've been given and not re-gifted any of them. A 4-point lead for the Bobcats. Columbus State will look to bust the rally coming out of the timeout and go on another run. They've had runs of 17 in a row and then 17 and 8. Roper with the serve. Kozic setting up Frame. Megan Frame! A laser shot. She was quiet for a set and a half, now coming alive. 5 kills in recent memory, and now she gets the serve over. This is Caroline Long going after it. Katie Poole from the back row. Tried for the back line and missed. Columbus calling for a couple tips, but they won't get it. And it's 12-8 for GCSU. Here's Ella Anastasiadis wearing that pink libero jersey for Georgia College. And they wore those in September as well. It's not just an October thing. Mary McCarty from the right side, still looking for her first kill of the match. Here's Long. Merritt. Kozic. Geljanite. Continuation. Poole with cat-like reflexes. Mary McCarty the tip that time. And Georgia College can't communicate. 12-9. Lady Cougars with the point and the serve. As Megan Charnett comes in to serve. Roper. Michael, cross-court pass to Miller Howard. This one goes to the Bobcats. Double contact called on Ivana Kozic. Bad set. Haven't seen too many of those from her today. Otherwise playing a very well-played match. 28 assists, 5 digs, 4 kills. But that set goes long for Erica Geljanite. A couple of errors in a row for the Lady Cougars setter, and it's a 5-point lead for Georgia College. Lindsey Holmes still serving. Bad dig by Katie Poole, the ace for Lindsey Holmes. That's her 9th of the year and a 6-point lead for Georgia College. Second timeout for the Lady Cougars in this third set. That's their last. Coach Cornett, an incredulous look on her face as she talks to her setter. Well, Georgia College saw more of the same back in the second set. In that set, they led 15-8. Now they lead 15-9. Looking to keep the Lady Cougars at bay for the last part of the set and extend this match into the fourth. And again, the broadcast schedule for the next couple weeks here on Cougar Sports TV. Volleyball is back in action on Friday night, November 7th for senior night against UNC Pembroke. Saturday's match will be held in the Recreational Center across the street from Lumpkin Center and will not be broadcast. The capabilities are not there in that facility. So perhaps the volleyball finale of 2014 coming on Friday night, November 7th. Of course, the top 4 seeds in the Peach Belt Conference host the quarterfinals of the conference tournament. That would come the week after. Columbus State currently 7th in league play, but with a chance to move up in the next 2 weeks. Holmes with the dig off of Katie Poole's attack. Roper. Poole digs. Slide play, Bobie and coast to coast. Overpass. And they'll go to Geljanite. Erica Geljanite! Rally killer for CSU. Lady Cougars in double figures, and Geljanite will serve. Erica with 4 aces during that 14-0 run to close the first set. And CSU can't get control of that one. Another point to Georgia College. 16-10. And in comes Katie Ray. Ray with the ace. She stands 5'4", playing like a giant on that serve. And it's 17-10, a touchdowns lead for the Bobcats. Poole just manages to get that dig. Back row strike from Charnett. Michael setting up Savransky. The block is there. Georgia College continues. Few blocks for either side this evening. Pass goes to Katie Poole. KP with the kill. All businesslike is Katie Poole. She's in double figures in the kill category. Up to 11 in this match. Leads all attackers. Now here's Kylie Bobian. Michael set up to Savransky. The block is there. It's Frame and it's Poole. Megan Frame's first block of the match. She has had a block in every single outing this year. She's had 4 or more in a dozen. Still time for it here. Michael keeps out of the net and sets up Maggie Roper. Rope shot. And she's starting to find her rhythm. 4 kills for Maggie Roper. And a 6-point lead for Georgia College. They've played like a better team for half of this match. As Frame barely misses a kill. A pancake dig for Georgia College. And Katie Poole this time takes care of business. Just the right amount of touch. Not too strong, not too weak. And they could only get a fingernail on it. A 5-point deficit, number 5 for the Lady Cougars. Ivana Kazic looking to dig them out. Michael, set up as to Roper. Roper! Firing on all cylinders again. Second straight powerful strike she's had. And the serve goes back to the Bobcats. 19-13, Columbus State running out of time. This is Michael. And Columbus keeps it alive, a difficult setup there. Michael pushing for it this time. Merritt gets to it. Mary McCarty swinging from the right side. Dig out by Ray. Michael stays out of the net. It's Caroline Long. Kazic, cross-court pass. Poole. Continuation, and it goes continued well over that continue line. I've said continue too many times in that last sentence. Point goes to Columbus State. Katie Poole picks up another kill. A dozen for her, and she'll serve. Maggie Roper. Pancake dig by Ivana Kazic. She got as flat as she could on that one. Caroline Long on the attack. Kazic more conventional dig. Set up as to Geljanite. Erica Geljanite! Columbus State kept that one alive by less than an inch, and they pick up a point from it. Erica with her 9th kill, and the Lady Cougars within 4. Dump off by Michael. KP gets to it. Back row attack by Geljanite. Clips the net. Dug out. Anastasia's setting up the free ball. Can CSU take advantage? No, they cannot. Yes, they can. Make up your mind already, defense. Let it fall or get to it. In any case, Megan Frame picks up another kill. Number 6 for her. All in the last set and a half. This setup is to Roper. Free ball by Poole. They just kept that one alive as well. Caroline Long. Lighting up the radar gun are the Georgia College Bobcats. They're the first to 20 in set 3. 5 points from winning the frame. Geljanite from the center tries for that right corner and does not get it down. Nearly took out the side judge. 5-point lead for Georgia College, 4 to go. Merritt, Kazic, Geljanite, Erica Geljanite. Number 10 for her. Columbus gets the serve back. down 4 and 4 points from defeat in the set. Do they have one more rally in them to secure the sweep? Miller Howard, block is there! McCarty and Beaubien. You've heard of the white picket fence, that's the blonde picket fence. 21-18. Michael stays out of the net. All they can manage is a free ball. McCarty. Kozic. The set is back to McCarty. Mary McCarty on the give and go. And there's her first kill of the match. She came in halfway through the second set when Andrea Skipor was benched. And now she picks up a big kill to bring CSU within 2 and force a timeout by Gretchen Krumdick. 21-19. The third set coming down to the wire just like the second. Well, it's a double-edged sword, these kind of sets for Casey Cornett. On the one hand, that sort of business is not going to get the job done against a team who has more than just 2 conference wins. On the other hand, to be able to come back from a deficit like that, not 1, but possibly even 2 times, shows the character of this team. And they will need that character as they hit the road after this match. 3-game road trip to Lander, Aiken, and Montevallo. Five matches left after this one. All of them winnable. They have beaten all of those teams this year that they're about to face, except for UNC Pembroke. Megan Frame serves us out of the timeout. That set goes to Miller Howard. Tipped by Bobby, and she digs. Here's Geljanite. Block is there! Bailey Freeman and Caroline Long. Got the hands up in time. 3-point Georgia College lead. 3 points from winning set 3. Serving for it is Ella Anastasiadis, the Atlanta, Georgia native. Beaubien, a quick strike. And Kylie Beaubien responds in a big way. She's up to 6 kills in this match. Coming into this one, her last 11 matches, 108 kills. Compare that to just 63 in her first 11 matches. Beaubien's in the middle of this formation. And Charnet's on to serve. Dig by Roper. The set goes back to Roper. Maggie Roper doing it all. Roper had one of her biggest games as a collegiate player September 30th against Columbus State. 20 kills and 10 digs. Coming alive in this third set. Geljanite on the swing. It's tipped. No, it's not. Geljanite hit it long, and now it's set point for Georgia College. Or rather, we will get a talk about it. The controversy is whether Geljanite's attack was in fact tipped by one of the Georgia College players. If it was, the point goes to Columbus. If it was not, the point to Georgia College. And the point stands. It's for Georgia College. Set point for the Bobcats. Lindsey Holmes to serve for it, to keep GC alive. There's Geljanite swinging. Geljanite with the kill. Holmes reached up for it, straight-armed it. That one might have been heading towards the end line. Instead, it's a Lady Cougar point, and they stay alive. Geljanite the serve. Well, long. And the third set goes to Georgia College. Columbus didn't have a rally in them that time. Bobcats take the third by the score of 25-21. No sweep today. We'll be back for the fourth set in about 2.5 minutes. You're watching Lady Cougar Volleyball right here on Cougar Sports TV. Back for the fourth set from Lumpkin Center. Georgia College avoids the sweep, winning it 25-21. Columbus will look to put the Bobcats away in this fourth and avoid a fifth set. Georgia College pushed Columbus State to a fifth set in the Lumpkin Center matchup last year, which Columbus State won. Some notes from that third set. What more can you say than oi? That's my job to say more than just oi, so I'll tell you some more. Erica Geljanita had 4 kills in that set, but also 5 errors. Best of times, worst of times for her, including the service error to end the set. Also stepping up for Columbus in that one were Megan Frame and Kylie Bobian, 3 kills each. Underway with set 4, Columbus State has to put it behind them. Katie Poole looking to do just that with her first swing. Here's the over. And here's the under. Megan Frame putting Georgia College 1 point under to start the fourth set. Frame staying hot. She's up to 8 kills. That's third on the team behind Poole's 13 and Geljanite's 11. Michael cross-court pass to Roper, and Maggie Roper can't stay in bounds. And she looks up with disappointment to the referee. Roper had 5 kills in that last set. Savransky on the swing. High dig. Frame on the attack, and she gets it. There was some net play that preceded that swing. Megan Frame kept her eye on the ball the whole time, and now it's 3 in a row for Columbus. Slide play goes to Freeman, dug out by McCarty, getting the start in this set. Here's Roper again. Frame stops it at the net. Here's Mary McCarty again, and McCarty picks up the kill. Mary McCarty, 2's on her back, 2 in the kill column. 4 in a row for Columbus to start the fourth set. And number 4 for Georgia College sends it over. Columbus keeps it alive. McCarty with the error that time, and it's the first point for Georgia College. Miller Howard back into the match. Front line of Howard, Long, and Freeman. Roper on the serve. Kosic keeps it out of the net. Frame keeps it in the ground. Megan Frame with 10 kills, none more powerful than that. The Giants are in the World Series again, and Frame just created an earthquake. Caroline Long on the attack. McCarty digs. And they'll go back to McCarty with the attack. Anastasiadis. Back row swing by Maggie Roper. Net play. Kept alive. Bobian punches it over. And is rewarded with an awkward, yet still counts for a kill. 7 for Kylie and a 5-point lead for CSU. Miller Howard. Bobian on the swing. Anastasiadis digs. The pass goes to Caroline Long, and Long picks up the kill. 4th kill for Caroline Long, the sophomore out of Roswell, Georgia. Earned 9 varsity letters at Fellowship Christian High School. The set goes to Geljanite. And she gets the kill. Nearly missed it, hit into the net. And it barely found the floor inbounds, but barely still counts. 7-2 for the Lady Cougars. Charnett into serve. Awkward dig by Roper, kept alive, and all she can do is swing flat-footed and wide. Not a good approach for Maggie Roper. She'll go to the bench disappointed on this timeout. Columbus State, meanwhile, in control, making the 4th set more reminiscent of the first than the second or the third. They lead 8-2. And how about Megan Frame? Already up to 10 kills. She had just 1 through about a set and a half. Now she has had about 3 or 4 very powerful strikes in the early portions of set 4. Now we've known from the beginning the middles for Columbus State, perhaps the most crucial position on the court. Last year it was Geljanite and Poole basically doing it all. The Peach Belt foes were going to come prepared for those two. But it's been Bobian and Frame, and then McCarty or Skipor, depending on who's got the hot hand, who have come in and really taken the pressure off those two, opened them up. And it's resulted in this 7-3 run in the last 10 matches, on the verge of being 8-3. 8-2 in the 4th set, number 8 for Columbus. Serving, it's Charnett. Caroline Long, no, that was Ashley Savransky. Savransky with the kill. Georgia College stops the rally coming out of the timeout, and now Lindsay Holmes to serve. Merritt. Kosic with the dump off. And she'll get the belated kill. Double contacts against Michael. Kosic has tried that a handful of times in the 2nd and 3rd sets. Georgia College has been ready for it. And they barely got a hold of that one that time. Not enough to really do anything with it. Roper with a back row swing and another big point. Maggie Roper coming alive. She's been alive for the last set and a half. Now it's Katie Ray serving. Jump serve, all 5'4" of her. And all 5'4" of her almost picked up another ace. Over by Columbus State, the fake set by Michael. And here's Katie Poole, coast to coast, over our heads in the scorer's table. And into the scorer's book as the 14th kill for Katie Poole. For Columbus State, it's 10-4. And that's a score, not a confirmation that we're at Columbus State, but it is in fact 10-4. Beaubien on the serve. This is Roper. Slide play to Megan Frame. Kept alive. Here's Katie Poole again. And a tip. Athletic Director Todd Riesler knew it. Everyone in this building knew it. 11-4 for Columbus. A 7-point lead. Roper from the middle. Off of Charnette's shoulder. Poole swings again. And they go to Savransky on the slide. Savransky. Another one of these young players for Georgia College. For both Columbus and Georgia College, the youth movement is key because they're just second-year programs, relying heavily on freshmen and sophomores. But there's one senior, Katie Poole, who's taking a crack at it. And it's Roper, the freshman, back to Poole, the senior. Megan Frame kills it. Georgia College got some hands on it, but couldn't send it back over the net. Megan Frame's in double figures now. She's got 11. Against just 2 errors, she is hitting at a rate of .529. One of her best outputs of the season, and it's put CSU up 7. And a communication breakdown between Michael and Freeman. Michael sent the pass, and Freeman was off somewhere else. You'll see that occasionally from a quarterback and a wide receiver, just not on the same page. Anastasiadis skies the dig. And what's the whistle? Net violation against Georgia College. It appears 3 players from the combined sides could have been called for a net violation, and it was Roper who ultimately got the whistle. 9-point lead for the Lady Cougars. Timeout taken by GC. And we're on the verge of ending this match. Megan Frame, one of her best outputs of the season. She usually swings pretty well. Came into the match with a .227 hitting percentage. First amongst the regular attackers. Kazic has a better attack rate, but she's a setter primarily. Megan's just 5 kills shy of 200 for the season now. And she's also been everywhere when it comes to defense. A block in every game, 4 or more in 12 of them. 80 blocks on the season, 14 of them solo. And she will look to be a big piece of this Columbus offense and defense in the coming years. She is a sophomore, Geljanite is a sophomore, Kazic is a sophomore, Beaubien, McCarty, and Skipor are sophomores. It will be a powerful front line for years to come for Columbus State. Kazic sends one into the net, and the point goes back to Georgia College. Molly Michael to serve. Michael averaging just under 9 assists per set. She has got 23 in the match so far. Average will go down. KP from the back row. Anastasiadis digs. Maggie Roper flying in hot, and she picks up a kill. Roper, through her first 2 sets, had just 1 kill. She's had 7 in sets 3 and 4. One of the reasons the Bobcats are still in this one. Poole tips it, keeps it in bounds. Roper with another attack at it. Here's Merritt, setting up a back row swing by Geljanite. Dump off by Michael. Geljanite ready for it. Mary McCarty. Here's the set by Long. Standing swing by Michael. McCarty with another chance at it. Long digs. Long rally for both sides. Caroline Long tips, kept alive. Give and go to Katie Poole. Now Georgia College will get another chance at it. Roper pushes, dug out. Dump off by Kozic. They're ready for it. They keep it alive. And Poole manages to get it over a long point. Who's going to get it? Columbus is going to get it. Caroline Long couldn't get it over the net. After a lengthy volley, Columbus takes the point. Coach Cornett coming out to give instruction as we take a sweat break. Most exciting 11 seconds in all of sport, ladies and gentlemen, the volleyball sweat break. Double contacts called against Georgia College and a 9-point lead for Columbus. The setup is to Freeman, dug out by Poole. There's a joust by Georgia College. Behind the back set to Geljanite, and they pick it up. Kozic and Geljanite have been in sync. Erica with 13 kills on the night, one of 3 Lady Cougars in double figures. Kozic up to 46 assists and 10 digs, another double-double. Roper sends it long, 18-7. Kozic came into this match with 13 double-doubles. Now she has 14. 46 assists and 10 digs. As Poole can't get a handle on the serve. And another strong defensive effort from the entirety of the back line. 10 digs for Kozic, 20 for Caitlin Merritt, the libero. Katie Poole, 15 kills and 19 digs. That's a serve by Roper is defended. Megan Frame, they got the wall up in time for her that time. Kozic the dump off. Back row swing by Roper. Merritt goes down for it. Geljanite, coast to coast! Nearly took my hat off, but I'll take it. Point going back to the Lady Cougars. I gotta start looking into sports insurance. 19-8. Columbus looking to make it 20. And they do so. No, they do not. That one went out of bounds. Georgia College picks up the point. Now Anastasiadis, a junior out of Atlanta, Georgia, St. Pius X Catholic High School. McCarty tried for the kill, and Columbus can't get it back over. Georgia College into double figures. They're at 10 for number 10. Poole with her 20th dig of the match. Bobian, powerful strike. And no one got hurt on it either. 20-10 for the Lady Cougars. 5 points away from victory. Megan Charnett in to serve. Charnett with 10 digs on the night. Slide play goes to Savransky. Poole pushes for the corner. Miller Howard. Poole another dig. This one goes to Geljanite. Erica Geljanite with another kill. Now let's get you all these defensive statistics. Merritt with 21 digs. Katie Poole with 21 as well. One of the highest totals of her career. Kozic has 10, Geljanite has 16, and Charnett has 11. 5 Lady Cougars in double-digit digs. Howard from the center, and there's another one for KP. Geljanite on the swing. What more needs to be said? And Erica takes the team lead with 16 kills. Her and Katie Poole have been going back and forth all match, and now Geljanite holds the edge with 3 points to go. Long is dug out by Kozic. Charnett setting up for KP. The senior combination falls flat that time. Poole into the net. Point to Georgia College. Georgia College came into this match being swept 5 in a row. They won the third game, their first game win in quite some time. A bit of a moral victory perhaps, but it won't count for anything in the official PBC standings. That block will count in the individual statistics, however. Molly Michael and Ashley Savransky each getting a block assist. Georgia College staying alive as long as they can. Geljanite on the give and go, and she's into the net. Columbus starting to slow down at the end part of this set. 14 kills and 6 errors in the fourth frame. Geljanite gets another chance at it, nearly picked up a dig. Howard on the swing, pulled it, digs. Slide play goes to Beaubien. Out of bounds, nearly took out the lines judge. And that, as much as anything, proves that that one went out of bounds. Holmes another serve. Beaubien that time gets another chance at it, gets the kill. Kylie's up to 9. Geljanite to serve, 2 points away from victory. Fans in the crowd jingling their keys as we come to the end of the match. Kazic with the dump off. Nice dig by Holmes. This is Howard on the tip. Charnett. Kazic goes to Katie Poole. Georgia College keeps alive. Michael with the dump off. Cross-court passes to KP again. Howard. Here's a joust by Beaubien. She can't get it down. Or rather, it comes down too quickly. And the point goes to the green and white. This is Katie Ray now. 23-15. Merritt. Kazic. Beaubien. Stays out of the net. No, she doesn't. Any part of you touches that net, and it is a net violation. And some part of Beaubien must have touched. 23-16, Georgia College making it more respectable. Columbus looking to put it away. KP is defended again. Here's Roper. Can't get it over the net. Now it's match point for the Lady Cougars. Coming off of the 6th error of the set for Georgia College. And serving for the match is Kylie Beaubien. Swing on the second hit that time. And Megan Frame brings an end to it. Frame finishes with a dozen. And that'll do it from the Lumpkin Center. It took one game longer than they would have liked, but Columbus State ultimately getting their revenge against Georgia College, winning this matchup 25-6, 25-23, 21-25, and 25-16. Player of the match, I got to give it to Katie Poole with 15 kills and 23 digs. She was everywhere tonight, and it paid off. Also, props to Erica Geljanite, 16 kills, 17 digs. Ivana Kazic, another double-double, 52 assists and 11 digs. Just an overall nice team effort, and that first set especially was spectacular. Our next matchup will be, well, 3 in a row on the road for the Lady Cougars. They'll be back in this building on Friday night, November 7th, as they take on UNC Pembroke. It will be senior night honoring Katie Poole and Megan Charnett. Until then, on behalf of all of us here from the Lumpkin Center, our director today, Allie Rice, our statistician, Stephen Williams, and all-around handyman, Andreas Bailey, who does everything. My name is Will DeBoer saying so long and good night from the Lumpkin Center. Columbus State takes it 3-1. You've been watching CSU Volleyball right here on Cougar Sports TV.